Let's go, let's go, let's go. 30 pace, let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Chopper, chopper. C6.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 23.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go. 90. Wolf.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Room here to run. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Down to the 25. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So a return of surge, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
A really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole
little bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On the set. Exit. It's our time. It's our time. Let's go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league. Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. It's 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And Butker able to put this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game. Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns. At their own 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all. Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders. First down, Raiders. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket. Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow. All right, 80. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. Motion.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes now to throw. That one complete to Hill. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken in at the 1. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They run it again with Williams. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 15. I got you. 53.
Washington on 3rd and short. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
He wasn't ready.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Damian Wilson in on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken in at the 1. Able to slither by. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Tight down. There you go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The end result, 21 yards. They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
Let's go.
First down, Raiders.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch up, switch up.
Again, it's Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you... You want to start from great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Chris Jones on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Yeah, baby.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He may try and run for this. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Let's go. 70 in. Come on here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on. Yeah.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I like the call there, because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Second and goal from the 1. One more time with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Now this time he'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then